Mommy, Marie, and Ani here today. I thought we would do a little bit of a different video and run through the top 5 questions that I get as Ani's non-biological mom that I can find to be a little annoying or frustrating all the way to downright insulting depending on who is asking. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Number 1. What about her father? I get what people mean here. I usually just answer simply, what about her father? She doesn't have one. She has 2 moms, no fathers, and I leave it at that. But that's as much information as most people need to have. So that said, question number 2. Do you want to have some of your own one day? This one I do tend to find a little bit annoying because I have one of my own. She's beautiful, I love her, she's everything I could have ever wanted, I'm good to go. Now what I think people mean is, are you interested in biologically, physically having a child one day? For me, I'm not. That's not something I've ever been interested in. I always wanted to adopt. However, when my wife wanted to physically experience childbirth, that was fine. I just knew I wanted kids, and I didn't want to physically have them myself. So I don't want to have one of my own, because I already have one of my own. Number 3. So if Lauda's mom, does that make you dad? Again, this is like question 1. My answer is just normally no. I call myself mommy, so I don't see myself as a dad. I'm not a dad. I don't try to be a dad. I try to be a mom. I am a mom. I don't have to try to be a mom. You get what I'm saying. Number 4. This one I find to be, I think, the most confusing, and that is, are you worried that she's growing up without a male role model? And what I think they mean with this one is, are you worried she's growing up without a father figure? And to that I'm not. Lots of kids grow up in lots of different families, and a lot of children don't have a father in their life, and they turn out fine. Granted, some maybe don't turn out fine, but that can go for sort of any family makeup. I'm not worried about her not having a father, and she definitely has plenty of male role models. She's got uncles, cousins, we have male friends, grandpas, lots of male role models. And really a lot of those male role models are fathers. So she will have a father figure in that she'll see men being good, strong fathers. So it's not a particular concern I have. Number 5 is, who's the actual mom? Again, this is sort of a similar one. And depending on the person's intention and kind of the tone of voice and that they ask, I think this one is just one people ask without really thinking. And it goes back to, we're both moms. Lauda is mama, I'm mommy. We've never called ourselves anything else, except for a while we were saying Mama L and Mama M. Really, Ani will decide what she calls us, but that's just a name. We're both moms. There is no actual mom, or there's just 2 moms. So those are what they are. Sort of the bonus question I get asked a lot is, oh, you dress kind of like boyish or manly. Is that why you put her in boy clothes? Honestly, I don't really think about what the clothes that I put her in are currently. It might not be showing up very well, but she's wearing pink and gray. I have nothing against pink. My personal preference is just I don't like one color scheme. So she wears lots of colors. She wears pink. Her Christmas dress was about as girly as you can get. I'll put a picture here. I picked that out. So I don't dress her as a boy. I don't really dress her as a girl. I just dress her in things that are cute. And when she gets old enough to tell me what she wants to wear, which, let's be honest, that's right around the corner, I'll probably just roll with that. It doesn't matter to me too much as long as she's comfortable, warm or cool enough, depending on the weather, and everything's covered. It doesn't really bother me what she wears. But hopefully those questions were helpful. Again, I don't want to sound like a jerk. I understand a lot of people ask these questions because they just don't know any same-sex parents. And so most of the time, I answer them politely, with compassion, with empathy, and trying to educate. But there is a decent percentage of people who do ask them with kind of malicious intent, or I think trying to needle me. And in the moment, I'm pretty good about not letting it bother me, but sort of down the road later when I start to think about it, it can be a little frustrating or hurtful sometimes. So all of this to say, just when you're interacting with people in your life in general, kind of think through what you're gonna say, what you're gonna ask. Would you want to be asked that question? And just treat people kindly, right? Right. Bye.